Welcome, everyone. Today we are discussing the blog post Honoring Our Heroes, requesting military funeral honors for veterans. We're diving into a really important topic today. It's about how we make sure those who've served get the final recognition they absolutely deserve. Our mission here really is to, well, cut through any confusion and give you the clearest understanding of military funeral honors. We're pulling out the key stuff from our source. It really comes down to recognizing just profound service and sacrifice. Okay, let's unpack this, Pharaoh. First things first, what exactly are military funeral honors? And, why are they offered to veterans?
Right. And what's fascinating here, I think, is that these honors, they're not just a tradition. I mean, they are steeped in tradition, obviously, but they're actually a tribute that's mandated by law, and they're provided completely free of charge to the families of eligible veterans. This legal part is really crucial. It basically ensures every eligible service member gets this dignified final tribute, no matter their family situation. It says a lot about the nation's commitment. Makes it more than just a ceremony. It's like an unwavering promise to recognize their dedication, their bravery.
That really sets the stage. So the next big question, and this is key for anyone wondering about the specifics, eligibility. Who actually qualifies for these honors?
Yeah, eligibility is quite specific. It covers military members currently on active duty or those in the selected reserve.
Okay, selected reserve, like
Right.
National Guard and reserve units.
Exactly. And also former military members who served on active duty and, this is important, left under conditions other than dishonorable. The same thing applies to former members who finished at least one enlistment term or their initial obligated service in the selected reserve. Again, the key is departing under conditions other than dishonorable. And one more group, former members discharged from the selected reserve because of a disability that happened or got worse in the line of duty. So understanding these categories, yeah, that's really key to knowing who qualifies.
That makes sense. That other than dishonorable conditions seems, well, central. So let's say a family believes their loved one is eligible. What's the actual first step? Practically speaking, who do they need to contact?
Okay, this is where the funeral director steps in. They become really a critical guide. The very first step is to get in touch with them. They're the primary contact. They understand the process, all the details. They'll help the family gather the right documents. And maybe most importantly, they coordinate directly with the correct military branch to get everything arranged.
So the funeral director is kind of the main point person.
Exactly. In what's obviously a really difficult time, their role just simplifies what could feel like a pretty overwhelming process otherwise.
That's incredibly helpful to know.
Yeah.
But what about proving the service? You mentioned documents. What specific paperwork is absolutely needed to verify that eligibility?
Right, the proof.
Yeah.
The absolute cornerstone document you'll need is a copy of the veteran's DD-214.
The DD-214. Okay.
That's the official title. Certificate of Release or Discharge from Active Duty. It's the official record. It validates their service history, the dates, the conditions of the departure, everything. And this form, it's not just paper. For a lot of veterans, it's sort of the main link back to their service and these benefits, sometimes decades later. Now, if for some reason the DD-214 isn't right there, any discharge document that shows service wasn't dishonorable can usually get the ball rolling. And good news, if you can't find it, the DD-214 can often be requested online through the National Archives.
That's really vital info, especially knowing you can retrieve it online. So once the paperwork is sorted and everything's arranged, what can families generally expect? What happens at the ceremony itself? What are the core elements?
The ceremonies themselves are, well, deeply symbolic, very moving. You can almost always expect the playing of taps. It's incredibly solemn. And then there's the ceremonial folding of the American flag, which is then presented to the family, and of course the presence of a military honor guard, usually 2 or more service members. If you think about the bigger picture here, these elements, they aren't just formalities. They're profound tributes. They offer real comfort, I think, to grieving families. It's a way of showing that their loved one's service, their immense sacrifice, is truly seen and appreciated by a grateful nation, really.
Joseph Campbell said, "A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself." Take a moment today to remember or maybe reach out to the veterans in your life. Thank you for joining us.
We'll be back next time with another thought-provoking exploration of a topic that matters.